Monday, August, not October. Let's not wish it away. Monday, August 14, 2023, 6:30 p.m. I will call the meeting to order. All please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, roll call. All are present, council and department heads. Consideration of the agenda, any additions or deletions? Hearing none, we'll move on to the consent agenda. Do we have a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented? Motion made by Pat, seconded by?
I'll second that.
Second by Brenda. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, consent agenda passes. Agenda requests and presentations, Motley Area Historical Society. You're already up.
I know, expected that soon. I'm only asking to be able to be allowed in the buildings on Saturdays and Fridays to let people into our historical society. I probably wouldn't even start it until next May. But in the meantime, we would put it on our website, letting them know that they would have to personal message me. And we would never come in, I would never come in alone. It would be another member of the historical society. I'm gonna follow the same rules I have at the food shop.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm asking is access to the building on the days that we would like people to see the historical society.
Absolutely.
I've been going through boxes and I've been finding lots of history and I've been making files, so
I can
it's time
relate.
to get it out in the public.
Well, good.
And so that's it.
All right.
They have to be okay with us giving them a key and everything, because they can't get in
Right.
otherwise.
I'm
Is that a motion or no?
I'd make a motion to approve it.
Yeah. A motion to approve the request for the Historical Society access to the building on Friday and Saturdays.
I'll second that.
A second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, same sign?
Thank you.
Hearing none, you bet. Thank you. History is good. Planning and zoning.
We don't have anything actionable, but I would remind everybody our meeting is tomorrow night at 5:15, right here.
Okay. Fire department.
Calls for July, 5 medicals and 1 MVA for a total of 6. Item 2, Garcia has found a grant. It's a $4,000 equipment grant, and I'm looking for approval to apply for that.
Motion to approve.
I will make that motion to approve.
All right, motion by Steve. We have a second.
I'll second.
Second by Nikki. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none? Apply away.
Item 3, fire, at our last fire meeting, Nikki and Steve were present and wages were discussed. That the city was looking at the other employees' wages, so Steve had asked me to get a list of wages from surrounding departments, and I think you have that sheet in front of you. I don't know if you want to take a look at those and table this until the budget meeting, but I'm open for questions if you have any.
Where are you now?
We are at $11 per call and $3,000 for our relief association.
And it's for call, training, or meeting,
Right.
so anything.
Basically any fire department function. Steve, you asked me not to bother getting Staples information, you were gonna get that.
Yes.
Thoughts from the council, discussion now, or add it to our budget meeting?
I personally think budget, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Budget meeting? Steve?
Was all for to talk to about an increase, and it was decided probably against that, maybe pursue the retirement situation, and that'll be no cost to the city of Motley. When we get a little more information how it works, we will discuss that, or Brad will discuss that with you, and the state gives the fire department money and then they invest that. And if the investments go well, it is applied to their retirement, starting at 10 years. And, you know, it's professional investment, so 99% of the time they should do well. We will get back to that.
I must have explained it pretty well. 'Cause it's
There you go. We flipped the coin.
so it sounds like we're really not ready anyways. Is that correct?
I am ready, well, technically it's not a budget item because it's not gonna be coming out of city money.
Oh, gotcha.
So we can talk about it anytime between now and January, if you want to. But it's my recommendation that we do not do anything with the per call pay, do not increase it. We take a harder look at increasing the Relief Association money. And saves the city a little bit of money.
Do you have a figure in mind?
Well, so we get an audit every year,
Mhm.
and they look at our investments, and they decide if our fund can cover all the money that is owed to the fire department if the fire department were to disband today.
Okay.
And so we did this about 2 years ago, increased it, and at that time we were told we could go as high as $5,500. But we were a little more conservative and we stayed at the 3,000. So just because if our investments tank, we don't have to go back and take money away. So depending on how our audit comes out this year, I would be in the $4,500 range.
Okay.
What I've been thinking, but
When is that audit, Brad?
I think she starts it in January and it'll be done February, March.
So that decision could be made February, March with confidence, because we've gotten the audit back and this is what it says after another year.
And if you wanted to do something sooner, we could go off of last year's audit. She would just have her dig up last year's audit information. But waiting isn't gonna hurt anything, because nobody's on the way out the door anyways.
Okay.
Do we know where Staples is at?
I did not call them.
Pardon me?
Do you know where Staples is at?
No, I don't.
For call out, or their Staples is per hour. They were 14 to 15 per hour is what I was told.
No,
A while
on the
back.
relief.
Yeah, I'm not sure on their relief.
Darcy, is it reasonable that between now and September's council meeting, you can look at the audit to confirm that the 4,500, we wouldn't have to wait till February or March if it shows that we're comfortable with that now?
Yeah, I can find it.
Okay,
Okay.
we can make a decision in September and move forward. All right. Any other comments, concerns, other business, or by the fire department? Good? All right. Police department.
Reports on page 22 through 24. 49 calls for the month of July, bringing us up to 486. You can see the breakdown of the stats there for the calls. That's all I have unless you have any questions.
Have we reposted for the police officer vacancy?
It's still posted on the post board,
Okay,
but that's it right now.
all right.
Where is it posted?
The Minnesota Post Board. I can put it back on the league website. It doesn't cost anything, I just have to redo it.
And then on our website?
Yeah, and it's on our website too, yeah.
Comments, concerns, other business for the police department? Hearing none. Public Works.
Page 25 is the report. See, we had some issues with controllers last month, losing memory and that kind of stuff. Still waiting for the final bill on the wastewater one because they came in kind of high for the level of service we got, so they're looking into redoing that. One other thing that's gonna come, that's technically next month, but did have to buy a new pump for lift station 5, because the other one got plugged up too many times and it burned up the last time. And so that was, turned out to be $5,700, unfortunately, so. And charging station's still down, still, they cannot give me, they show me their emails that they're sending to get service, but it's out of warranty and they're not in any hurry to come up and fix it, so.
Really just a selling point for e-cars, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I said in the email. You're not really doing a good job of pushing it if you can't get any service on it. Yeah. So, anybody's got any other questions on that? Then fall cleanup day. With the grant money, we're looking at October 21st, if that works for you. The attendance will be scheduled for that. Is there any objections to that time, or?
October 21st?
21st, yeah.
Fall cleanup.
It'd be 7:45 to 10:45.
What was the time?
7:45 to 10:45, like our normal spring cleanup. Unless you want to change it, I mean, we're open to whatever.
Any other comments, concerns, other business for Public Works? Hearing none.
Just the cleanup day?
Yeah,
Okay.
I wish it was in September selfishly, but, because I can contribute. but-
Okay.
Time-wise, it wasn't working for us.
One other thing I should ask is, do we want to do a fall garage sale then too, a week before or something like that? I think like another one, or just let people.
Saturday before Fall Fest from all the community events.
Yeah, I basically felt like almost
The
a
whole
whole
town.
No, that's funny.
The investment came through, huh?
Okay, citywide garage, fall garage sales.
Any thoughts on it, or just let people do it?
What does the city do? Just post it in their newsletter then and
Well,
what?
for the spring one, we make a map that people can pick up.
Wonder what the weather will be on October 21st.
Hopefully it's
Yeah.
not snowing.
Last year was freezing cold.
Yeah,
Every year is different. It's gonna be super sunny and like 70, right? 60.
I'm going with that.
I would say ask the Fall Fest committee if they want to add that to their day and decide in September.
Okay.
Rather than us.
All right,
You know.
sounds good.
All right. Administration. Oh, website. All right. Administration department.
Okay, the water usage report's on page 26, if anyone has any questions about that. Then on page 27 is an agreement from Sourcewell. They need us just to sign it, so I just like approval from the council to sign the agreement. So they can continue providing courses at the Minnesota Highway Safety Research Center, which I don't think we've ever participated in, but they kind of need this to continue doing it.
We do Darcy.
Do we? Oh, just kidding, we
That's
did.
our AVOC and PIP classes that we get for free for the police department.
So yes, we do participate in this.
Motion on that.
We'll make that motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second? Second by Pat. All in favor on the Sourcewell funded activities of risk, release of liability, and indemnity agreement? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Disaster plan.
Page 28 and page 28, 245 is our current disaster plan, which definitely needs to be updated since none of the information in there is right. I shouldn't say none, but it is from 2012, so I would suggest creating a committee to update it. Bruce said they used to meet like annually just to make sure the plan was kept up with the times and everything. So I think we should set a committee to update it and then plan on meeting once a year to make sure that it stays updated.
I think it's wise we update it. Do you have any volunteers to be on a committee?
I do suggest you be on it as the emergency management director.
Seems simple enough, all right. Makes sense. Do you think we need one more as committee of myself, you, and department heads sufficient?
Well, we could do another one or just do you if you want.
I think it's fine to have me and department heads, and it's clerical and communicative in nature, really. I've sat on this before with the school district a few times, so.
Yeah, and that's who's all like
Yep.
in the hierarchy, so I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah. We need a motion for a committee, or we're just gonna have a committee?
You can make a motion. Set it
I will
up.
make a motion to be a part of the disaster plan committee. Do we have a second?
Second.
We got a tie, three-way tie. Give it to Steve. We have a second, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none. Committee forum, we'll pick a date. Staples Motley Area Community Foundation Grant Opportunity.
So I put this on here again if we want to apply for it. It closes October 15th, so we got a little bit of time, but I'll bring it sooner this time so we actually have time to think about it.
Certainly simple enough to fill out, and I think we did get the check or the grant for the skate park, correct?
Yep.
The ramp, yep. I'd encourage the department heads to just take a look at what they need, because they'll match.
Does it cover like fire department equipment too? Because theirs is slightly over that 4,000, so I was thinking maybe we would use it for the fire department for the rest of their equipment. So I don't know if you guys want to think about it, or if you just want to approve me applying for that, for the fire department.
Motion, I'll make the motion for the ability to apply for the Staples Motley Area Community Foundation grant. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Nikki, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Website options.
1 second. Okay, so our website got sold from GovOffice to Catalyst, and they've raised the prices significantly. I got us a set price until, I can't remember what it was, July or something like that. Yeah, June 1st. But I think we should switch to a different company because it's a lot of money. One that I found that a lot of people are switching to that have GovOffice is this Municipal Impact. So it costs a little bit of money to switch over, but even switching over and paying for a year is less than the first year will be with Catalyst. So it'd be $605 a year going forward. They included a flyer and a quote that I included there. So I think if we did switch to this, I'd wait until 2024 since we have until June. So the first amount would come out of the 2024 budget and then we'd switch it all over, which is going to be a fun process.
Yep, you build them, then you launch them, and you cross your fingers.
So the total is $1,004, right?
Yep, for the first year it'll be $1,004, and then every year going forward will be $605.
I will make a motion that we switch to Municipal Impact.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. General fund budget update.
On pages 48 through 50 is the update on the general fund budget, if anyone has any questions about that. If not, on page 51 is some training opportunities. Nikki, Pat, and Brenda are signed up to go to the open meeting law and data practices at Sourcewell. And if anyone else wants to go or wants to go to any other trainings. Otherwise, that is all that I have.
Do we need to tell you if we want to go to that?
Yeah, I've been signing everybody up. Do
I
you
would
want
like to go, yes.
to the open meeting law?
They fill up fast.
You see?
Right.
Otherwise, that's all I have.
Thank you. On a side note, thank you for the details of all the reports the last couple of months. Whether it's the accounts of the meetings or the requests that have been made, so thank you for your time and reviewing those in detail. Old business, set budget workshop date. Circle back around to that.
guessing sometime between now and September 11th, so we can approve it at the September 11th meeting.
The 28th or 29th?
That would do.
29th, are you talking August, right? There's a energy environment meeting at 9, just a heads up on that. Or is there not anymore?
There is.
Okay.
Either of those work for me. Six o'clock, 5:30,
What date?
either the 28th or the 29th.
Monday or Tuesday.
Monday, the 28th.
6 p.m.?
Monday, August 28th, 6 p.m.
One question, is that, oh, forget it.
Sweet.
6 p.m.?
Yep. Personnel manual. Goes next? Yep, personnel manual. Those are 2 motions from the work session, correct?
Yeah, so if you wanted to approve the call out pay changes, and then Sarah getting paid for Labor Day.
So I'll make a motion that we pay Sarah for Labor Day, paid holiday, and then accept the call-out pay as Darcy wrote and add 1 hour minimum.
Second.
We have a motion and we have a second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Hiring committee policy, page 52 in your packet. To review, this was that the hiring committee consists of all 3 department heads, 2 members of the council. One shall be the liaison of the department hiring, the other shall be a rotating member of the council, with preference being given to those who haven't recently served. And the purpose of that was to offer up experience to newer council members and a member of the public as approved by the city council. A member of the public can also consist of a city resident, city business owner, member of city organization, member of neighboring departments such as chief of police of a neighboring city, if hiring a police officer, or any other individual the city council deems fit to serve in that particular hiring committee. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
Aye,
Did you have questions first?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Can we open it back up for discussion, or is it just passed? Or can I just ask the questions?
usually finish a motion before discussion, but
Yeah, it should be after the second discussion.
Okay, well, we got questions, we need answers, so let's. Yep, absolutely, go ahead. I'll make a motion to recant the motion we just made, does that
Thank
work?
you.
Yeah,
I appreciate
all
that.
right, we have a second on that?
I'll second.
All right, second on Pat, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? All right, questions on that?
My question is, hiring on the policy, hiring committee shouldn't that state may consist of? I mean, shall to me is a pretty strong word. That's one concern I have. And my other question is, if the department head is the position in which we are hiring for, are they on that committee? Because the way I'm reading this, it is, they are. So I'm just wondering if that is a concern to anybody else, or just me?
it's always been that way. Kurt was on my hiring committee.
Okay, that was my question. If that's the way it's been.
That's a good point, though.
Yeah, I just didn't know, I mean, we've never had, this is brand new, right? This
Yes.
hiring committee policy, so it's not like we're going off anything.
No, this is just me creating it from the discussion last time.
And then one shall, okay, the other shall be a rotating member. So previously, we had talked about Steve being on the upcoming police officer hiring committee. But because he's already served on that once, then are we rotating him off it? Or is this
That's how we discussed it.
right? So just some clarification on that or discussion, that's all.
I do like changing shall to may, just in case somebody didn't leave and what I'll just say is good standing. Maybe we shouldn't go with shall.
Or at the discretion of the council, maybe?
Shall, may, or should.
Shall, may, or should. That would cover them all.
Well, yeah, I mean, shall usually.
Well, I just,
may, but
I
yeah.
put shall just because in my opinion, listening, we wanted to set down exactly who's gonna be on
Yep.
it, so there wouldn't be discussion, so.
Okay.
I can change it to may, if you guys want.
I think may allows us to determine if somebody leaves and they're not happy, then they probably don't need to sit on the hiring committee, but that would mean that they have to, and that could be awkward.
And then are they coming back and you have a, yeah, mhm.
Okay, so hiring committees may consist of, okay, here's
And shall be the liaison, okay.
I think I need to, it's probably done, but the way I think it should be, according to the league, is a motion, a second, and then discussion before yea or nay.
Okay.
Because the discussion might change, because now the way it's done. Not that it, by any means, it needs to be changed, but the discussion could change what the voting is, yea or nay. So that's what I meant,
Yeah.
the discussion should be,
So you're saying
After
motion
the
second, any discussion?
yes, sir.
I'm leaving that part out. Got it. Fair enough. So we should go back to, okay, now I'm following Steve. This is Robert's Rules of Order at its finest. We are all out of order, but here we are. So, with that being said, we've had the discussion, we've changed it to may. So if the motion were now, do we have a motion to accept the hiring committee policy with the word may used instead of shall?
So,
So move. Do we have a second? I will second it. Any further discussion? Better? That was better.
Yes, sir.
All right. All in favor? Aye. Any
Thank
opposed?
you.
Hearing none. It carries. Good pointers, thank you. Code of Conduct Policy, page 53.
I asked to circle back around to that. I have a question. If in the past, did the public need to stand up or use a microphone just if it gets crowded in here? Are we needing them to be maybe more clear? Or what did you guys do in the past?
In the past, I think, Pat, they used to stand up and come up here. Right? Yeah.
Well,
I'm just saying, the
Not-
way it
I
used to
mean,
be.
if there's 2 or 3 people here, you know, but if we get a room full of attendees and people are kind of speaking out of place, then it's just nice to have whoever's standing up be heard by everyone. But my other question was, what happens if the person refuses to come to order, like it says in number 2, and they're asked to leave and they don't leave? Is there anything, looking at other cities' public forum policies, they're asked to be escorted out, or is that nothing, nothing we should be concerned of? In the past, has there been any concerns or any threat to?
You're talking about if they actually get down to committing illegal acts, basically.
Well,
Because if they're threatening people and stuff, I mean,
right,
but if the chair declares them out of order and they refuse to come back into order, that's when we direct it over to Jason.
okay, gotcha. Okay, I just wanted clarification on that.
Yeah, and a little humor, that's why they make the taser.
I just seen 2 our meetings have been called immediately to recess, or they caucus and they just shut it all down until it diffuses.
No, I don't feel there's a need for a motion there, I just wanted some clarification. Thank you.
One thing, when I was at training, there were a few cities that actually moved public forum towards the beginning of the agenda so that they could speak on some of the agenda that was coming up. Versus now if somebody wants to speak, we've already talked about and voted on everything on here.
Right.
I think it used to be at the beginning and Lacey changed it to the end, if I'm correct on that. Is it at the beginning or was it always at the end?
Where was it at the beginning? After the agenda request or consent agenda?
I'd have to look, I don't remember.
If you're going to put it at the beginning, I would think it would go right after the consent agenda.
Okay.
That's all past tense or procedural.
And that way too, if it was just a statement they wanted to make, then they're free to leave and they don't have to sit through all of this. That was one other point that they made when we were in training. Because the way it is now, the public wouldn't be heard until after, which I think is important.
Yeah, as I look at it, it'd probably come in right after that agenda request, class presentations.
So it come after number 6 or after number 5?
Number 5, it would become.
Okay.
It would
Number
become.
5.
It would become 6.
That'll become 6.
Let's add that to the next work session.
You want that on the next first session?
Yeah.
Public forum placement?
Can you do some digging as to maybe why it was moved, if there were reasons for it?
I think think everything you speak of is why that was my experience with school districts, is it's usually at the beginning, and then sometimes you had to table things based on what was perhaps.
Sure.
You can't take any action. The frustration usually from the public is, respond. But the idea is that they have a voice before that agenda.
Mhm.
Okay, good point. Collection agencies.
This is the one and only response I got out of the 4 people I asked. So I have provided their information. They collect 18% of what they collect. So there's no fault to us, no expenses if they don't collect on it. So that's one option, if you guys want to go with them, or if you want to wait and see if I get any other responses. It does seem like this one is pretty popular by other cities. I saw it recommended a lot on the league website.
So if they didn't collect, then there was nothing owed.
Yeah. They go fishing for you at a cost of 18%. Yeah.
And there's a loose contract kind of to sign, just giving them permission to collect on this, but we're at no, we don't have to continue going with them if we don't like them. So I would need to sign a contract too. Oh, yeah.
Well, if memory serves, we all agreed we should try and collect something out of our somethings.
Mhm.
Yeah, if they're the one most seen on League of Minnesota voters, I don't necessarily think we have to get creative.
He seemed very helpful too, so he seemed like a good one.
I'll make a motion to approve American Accounts and Advisors for collection.
I will second that. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Approved. Any unfinished business? Hearing none. Any new business? Hearing none. Public forum. Hearing none. Council.
I got a question.
Oh, sure. I need you to sign in there, sir. Then we can officially hear your question.
Ron Kramer.
Can you sign in here? Sorry, Ron, we didn't catch you on your way in.
Yeah, I got get out of here pretty soon. I just had heart surgery and about to collapse.
Oh, no.
We don't want that.
We don't want that.
I got a question. Why do we need another police officer? Town of Motley is not that big. One guy should be able to cover it. And why aren't they covering it on weekends, Friday and Saturday and Sunday when the traffic is heavy? It's pretty damn, you try to cross the highway and you're taking life in your own hands and there's nobody slowing the traffic up.
Yeah. The challenge with these, like I said, is you ask a great question. We don't necessarily respond to the question
Oh.
in this format. But
Well,
I'd be happy to give you a call tomorrow if that works for you. We can chat a little bit.
the other thing is, why does a constable need a raise?
The what?
Constable,
We haven't pursued one.
Council's getting nothing.
they're getting nothing.
No, sir.
Because I think any of this stuff, taxpayers in the city of Motley should be able to vote on it. It shouldn't be up to the council to give himself a raise. It should, if we need another policeman, let the taxpayers decide on it.
We haven't put ourselves up for any raise.
Okay, I just heard in
Well,
in
when it's
the
our,
newspaper and stuff.
so our next discussion, wage and budget, that'll be September 28th. Or
We'll discuss it August 28th.
August 28th, I'm
Yep.
sorry,
Yep.
I'm fast forwarding.
Hmm.
So August 28th is when we'll discuss the wages and the budget.
Yeah, I can't be here.
Okay.
I could be in the hospital again then.
Was there a time good tomorrow that I can give you a call?
Anything,
All right,
anything.
I got your number written down there, I'll give you a call tomorrow.
Okay.
I got some windshield time, so I'll give you a call.
All right,
All right.
I'm gonna
thank
get
you,
out of
sir.
here before I pass
Yes,
out.
take care, thank you. Anything else, public forum? Council forum? Hearing none, upcoming meetings, we scheduled, planning and zoning is tomorrow night at 5:15. August 28th is the budget meeting. City Hall is closed Labor Day Monday. Man, Labor Day already. Next regular work session and council meeting are respectively September 11th, 5:30, and 6:30. Do we have a motion to adjourn and enter into a closed session in regards to a performance evaluation of the police chief?
I'll make that motion.
Have a motion, do we have a second? Second. Second by Pat. All in favor? Aye. Open session is adjourned.